Most people hear Gothic house and immediately picture 100-year-old mansions, towering stone turrets, and price tags that could swallow a small neighborhood. But what if I told you that in 2026, you can build a stunning, genuinely Gothic-style small home for under $150,000? Not a compromise, not a watered-down version. A real home with dramatic rooflines, pointed arch windows, board and batten siding, and all the moody character that makes Gothic architecture one of the most distinctive and timeless styles in American building history. And in this video, I am going to show you exactly how to do it with a full cost breakdown that is honest, current, and built for real people working with real budgets. Before we go any further, if you are new here, this channel is all about helping you build beautiful homes without going broke doing it. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And if you stay to the very end of this one, I am going to share the single biggest mistake people make when trying to build Gothic on a budget. And it is one that can silently blow your project by $30,000 or more without you even seeing it coming. What is a Gothic small house? And why is it having a moment? Let us start at the beginning. Because when we say Gothic small house, we are not talking about Halloween decor or castle cosplay. We are talking about a specific architectural tradition called Carpenter Gothic, which became wildly popular across rural America in the mid-1800s and has been quietly making a comeback ever since. These homes are characterized by steeply pitched gable roofs, pointed arch windows and doorways, decorative bargeboard trim along the roof lines, vertical board and batten exterior siding, and a vertical proportional emphasis that makes even a small house feel taller and more dramatic than its footprint suggests. The original Carpenter Gothic movement was actually an affordability movement. Andrew Jackson Downing, one of its biggest champions, promoted this style specifically because it could be built by ordinary carpenters using wood framing, which was cheaper than the stone and brick used in high-style Gothic architecture. That working-class DNA is still very much alive in the style, and it is exactly what makes it viable for a budget build today. In 2026, small Gothic homes are resonating with a generation of buyers and builders who are tired of the beige box. They want character, they want a home that has a soul, and with the right approach, they can have it without a luxury budget. The honest truth about Gothic and cost. Now here is where I have to be straight with you, because there is a version of this conversation that overpromises and sets people up for disappointment. Gothic architecture exists on a very wide cost spectrum. At the high end, a fully detailed Gothic revival home with custom stonework, ornate buttresses, decorative tracery and leaded glass windows, and hand-carved millwork can run anywhere from $200 to $350 per square foot or more. That is not the Gothic we are building today. What we are building is the Carpenter Gothic tradition, the wooden Gothic cottage, the gingerbread farmhouse, the small rural Gothic that has always been the people's version of this style. When you strip the style down to its essential DNA, which is the steep pitch, the pointed arch, the vertical cladding, and the decorative gable trim, you are working with elements that a skilled framing crew and a good millwork supplier can deliver without exotic materials or artisan labor. The key insight is this: Gothic is not expensive because of its structure. It is expensive when you pile on ornate detailing and premium materials. Build the bones correctly, source your decorative elements smartly, keep your square footage disciplined, and Gothic becomes one of the most achievable, distinctive styles you can build. The floor plan strategy. Size is everything. To hit our $150,000 budget, we are working with a floor plan in the range of 700 to 900 square feet. That might sound small, but in the hands of a thoughtful designer, a Carpenter Gothic cottage at this size is not just livable, it is genuinely beautiful. The vertical proportions of Gothic design actually work in your favor at small footprints. The steep roofline visually amplifies the height. The pointed windows draw the eye upward. The vertical siding reinforces that upward movement. A 800 square foot Gothic cottage feels larger than an 800 square foot ranch because every design element is working to create a sense of height and drama. A typical layout at this size would include 2 bedrooms, 1 full bathroom, an open-plan kitchen and living area, and a modest covered porch entry. Some builds in this range add a sleeping loft under the steep gable, which adds usable square footage at very low cost per square foot, since it reuses the structural volume already created by the roof pitch. A simple rectangular footprint is your best friend here. The moment you introduce L-shapes, bump outs, or complex roofline intersections, your framing costs climb. Keep the plan clean, and let the exterior detailing do the visual work. The full cost breakdown under $150,000. Let us walk through where the money goes, category by category, using 2026 realistic figures for an owner-managed build in a mid-range US market. Cost will be lower in the rural South and Midwest, and higher on the coasts. Land and site preparation. We are not including land purchase in this budget. Land prices vary so dramatically from state to state that any single number would be misleading. What we are budgeting for is site preparation, which covers clearing, grading, and access. Budget between $5,000 and $12,000 for a straightforward rural or suburban lot. Difficult sites with significant slope, tree clearing, or drainage challenges can push this higher. Foundation for an 800 square foot Carpenter Gothic cottage. A concrete slab foundation will run between $8,000 and $14,000, depending on your location and soil conditions. A crawl space foundation costs slightly more, in the $12,000 to $18,000 range, but can be worth it in areas with moisture concerns or where you want future access to plumbing and mechanicals. Pier and beam foundations are another option in certain climates and can be cost competitive. Budget $10,000 to $15,000 here as a reasonable planning figure. Framing and structural. This is the heart of the Gothic aesthetic, and it is where the steep roof pitch adds some cost over a standard ranch-style build. That steep pitch requires more lumber, more roof surface area, and more careful framing to execute correctly. For an 800 square foot Carpenter Gothic cottage, with a steeply pitched gable roof, expect framing to run between $18,000 and $28,000. The good news is that the overall structural system is still simple wood frame construction, which is the most common and therefore most competitively priced framing system in the country. Roofing, because of the steep pitch and the tall proportions of Gothic design, your roof surface area relative to your floor area will be larger than on a standard home. For our small Gothic cottage, budget between $8,000 and $14,000 for roofing. Architectural asphalt shingles in a dark tone, charcoal, slate gray, or deep brown, work beautifully without the Gothic aesthetic and are a fraction of the cost of metal or natural slate. If your budget allows, standing seam metal roofing in a dark finish is a premium choice that is worth the cost at this scale. Exterior siding, windows, and doors. Here is where Gothic character really lives, and where you can achieve a dramatic result without overspending. Board and batten siding, the signature exterior cladding of Carpenter Gothic architecture, is one of the more affordable siding options available. Primed and painted wood board and batten runs in the range of $5 to $9 per square foot installed, while fiber cement board and batten is slightly higher but offers superior durability and lower maintenance. Budget $8,000 to $14,000 for siding on an 800 square foot cottage. Windows are where you need to plan carefully. True Gothic pointed arch windows are the single most recognizable element of this style, but fully custom arched windows are expensive. The smart move in 2026 is to use standard rectangular windows with aftermarket pointed arch trim surrounds installed over them, which creates the visual impression of Gothic arched windows at a fraction of the cost of custom units. A set of arched header trim kits for 6 to 8 windows can be sourced from millwork suppliers for $2,000 to $4,000. Budget $8,000 to $14,000 for all windows and exterior doors. The bargeboard trim and gable decorations are the other signature Gothic detail, and this is where you should not skimp on character. Decorative bargeboards are available through millwork suppliers in pre-cut patterns, and adding them to your gable ends is a relatively low-cost way to make an enormous visual impact. Budget $3,000 to $6,000 for all decorative millwork, including bargeboards, porch posts, and gable ornaments. Mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. These systems do not care what style your house is, and the costs here are fairly standard for a small home. Budget $15,000 to $22,000 for plumbing, which covers rough-in work plus fixtures including toilets, sinks, shower, and water heater. Budget $10,000 to $16,000 for electrical, covering panel, wiring, outlets, switches, and lighting fixtures. For VAC, a mini-split system is the right choice for a small Gothic cottage. It is efficient, avoids the cost of ductwork, and works extremely well in the open-plan layouts, typical of small homes. A properly sized mini-split system for 800 square feet will run $4,000 to $8,000 installed. Insulation and drywall budget $6,000 to $10,000 for insulation, which in a 2026 build needs to meet current energy code requirements. Spray foam in the roof cavity is worth the premium investment in a steeply pitched Gothic roof because it handles the complex geometry better than batt insulation and delivers better air sealing. Budget $7,000 to $11,000 for drywall, taping, and finishing. Interior finishes. This is the category where budget discipline matters most, because finish choices can add tens of thousands of dollars to a build that is otherwise on track. For our $150,000 target, interior finishes need to be thoughtful and selective. Budget kitchens with stock cabinets and laminate countertops run $8,000 to $14,000 installed. Budget $12,000 to $20,000 for flooring, depending on your choices. LVP flooring is excellent value and comes in finishes that complement a Gothic interior beautifully. Budget $10,000 to $16,000 for interior trim, paint, doors, and hardware. Permits and professional fees, permits, typically run $1,500 to $5,000 depending on your municipality. If you are using a pre-drawn plan from an online house plan provider rather than custom architectural drawings, plan costs run $700 to $2,000, which is a significant saving over custom architectural fees. Budget $4,000 to $8,000 total for permits, plans, and any required engineering review. The grand total adding up the midpoints of these ranges gives us a total build cost of approximately $130,000 to $155,000 for labor and materials on an 800 square foot Carpenter Gothic cottage in a mid-range U.S. market, not including land. In the rural South and Midwest, many owner-managed builds will come in at the lower end of that range or below. In higher-cost coastal and urban markets, expect to be at the top of the range or slightly over. How owner building and self-contracting change the math. If you are willing to act as your own general contractor, managing subcontractors directly, rather than hiring a GC to run the project for you, research consistently shows you can reduce costs by 15 to 25%. According to building experts, owner-builders can save 40 to 50% on building costs. Though this comes with the important caveat that you need to know what you are doing, because mistakes can end up costing more than if you had hired someone to run the build. Even at the more conservative 15 to 20% saving from self-contracting, you are looking at $20,000 to $30,000 in real dollars. On a project this size, the tasks that make the most sense for a hands-on owner to do themselves include painting, staining, and finishing the barge board trim, installing insulation bats in accessible areas, flooring installation, and landscaping. The structural, electrical, plumbing, and mechanical work should always go to licensed professionals. The biggest mistake that blows Gothic budgets, I promised you this at the start, and here it is. The single biggest budget killer in Gothic home building is scope creep on the decorative details. Gothic architecture is seductive in the best possible way. You start with barge boards and suddenly you want finials. Then you want custom trefoil window tracery, then custom carved porch brackets, then a pointed arch front door. Then you are looking at a stained glass panel for the entry. Each individual item feels small. Together, they can add $20,000 to $40,000 to your project before you have framed a single wall. The solution is to set your decorative detail budget at the start, treat it as a hard line, and prioritize the elements that deliver the most visual impact per dollar. Barge boards and gable ornaments are the highest impact items. The pointed arch window surrounds are next. A beautiful front door with a pointed arch form is third. Those three elements, executed well, will give you 80% of the Gothic character of a house that spent 3 times as much on detailing. Design inspiration. What your Gothic cottage can look like. The common thread running through all Carpenter Gothic cottages is the pointed arch window, which lends a church-like drama to the exterior. Picture a steeply pitched dark gray standing seam metal roof rising over white or deep forest green board and batten siding. The gable ends are trimmed with lacy barge board in a scroll-cut pattern. A covered front porch with pointed arch detailing runs across the front elevation. 3 or 4 windows on the front face have arched header surrounds in white, creating that Gothic verticality that is immediately recognizable. Inside, the open-plan kitchen and living area flows from the front of the home to the back. The steep gable ceiling rises to a ridge beam overhead, creating a dramatic cathedral-like volume in the main living space. A simple wood stair leads up to a sleeping loft tucked under the peak. The interior palette complements the exterior. Dark exposed wood white walls and iron hardware. The result is a home that feels simultaneously historic and completely fresh. Is this build achievable for you? In 2026, the honest answer is yes, with the right conditions in place. You need land in a market where costs are reasonable. You need a simple, clean floor plan in the 700 to 900 square foot range. You need to be willing to manage the project actively, whether you are self-contracting or working closely with a GC. You need discipline on the finish and detail budget. And you need to understand that in high-cost coastal markets, $150,000 will get you a shell and not a finished home. But for the right person in the right market, this is not a fantasy. This is a genuinely achievable build that produces a home with more character, more visual drama, and more long-term appeal than a standard box house that costs twice as much. Gothic architecture has always been the language of aspiration. It was used by medieval cathedral builders to make people feel closer to something transcendent. The Carpenter Gothic movement brought that same language to ordinary American families who simply wanted a home with soul. In 2026, with the right plan, a disciplined budget, and a clear-eyed approach to cost, that tradition is still alive and still within reach. If you found this video useful, share it with someone who is planning a build. Drop your questions in the comments below. I read every single one. Check out the other videos on this channel for more breakdowns on affordable home styles, designs, and construction strategies. And if you have not subscribed yet, now is the time. There is a lot more coming on this channel, and you do not want to miss it.